Unkindness crew, welcome back to another video. Today we're playing one of the spiciest decks that actually got 12th place. It was really close to a top 8, and that is Rakdos Monument. Monument, you're normally used to this in the Izzet version. Monument Endurance says whenever you discard a card, draw a card, create a treasure token, or each opponent loses life, you can only do it once per turn. This is like a spicy brew. I really like this. I really like Inti. Inti says whenever you attack, you may discard a card. If you do, put one counter on target attacking creature, it gains trample until end of turn. And then whenever you discard one or more cards, exile the top card of your library, you might play that card until your next head step. That does a lot of good recurring advantage with Monument to Endurance. At the one drop, we have Bloodthorn Flail. Equip creature gets +2/+1, and you can equip by either paying 3 or discarding a card. The new card, Moonshadow. This enters with 6 -1/-1 counters on it. Whenever one or more permanents cards are put in your graveyard for anywhere, while this creature has a -negative counter on it, remove a -negative counter. So it's a 1/1 that could be a 7/7. 1 Grease Rancher Goblin for 1 red, 2/1 exhaust. Discard up to 2 cards and draw that many cards. Put 1/1 counter on this creature. Great way we can have some late game card advantage, but also works with Monument. If we're a Mako, I kind of miss playing with this card. Whenever you discard one or more cards, you put that many 1/1 counters on this creature. Bitter Triumph is form removal. We can also discard as an additional cost or pay 3 life to kill target creature Planeswalker. Iron Shield Elf, also new addition. Discard a card, and this creature gains indestructible until end of turn, and you have to tap it. Bloodghast, a great card that we can discard from our hand, and whenever a land you control enters, you return this card from your graveyard to the battlefield. And as long as your opponent has 10 or less life, it has haste. At the 3 drop, we also have another haster, Tersa. When it enters, discard up to 2 cards, then draw that many cards. And then when it attacks, if there's 7 more cards in your graveyard, exile a card at random from your graveyard, and you get to play it this turn. And when I used to play Magic, this card was kind of a beater, but we don't really see it in Standard. Maybe power creep is too real. However, Phoenix, Flying Haste, this creature has to attack every combat. If able, at the beginning of combat on your turn, if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, you may pay red. If you do, return this card from your graveyard to the battlefield. So a lot of our creatures can get help with Inti, or in addition, at our high end, we have Sunspine Links. Players can't gain life, damage can't be prevented, and when this creature enters, deals damage to each player equal to the number of non-basic lands that player controls. So this format is really greedy with their land base, so it's pretty helpful to have this card at the high end. Only one of, though. In the sideboard, we had 3 Hexes. Destroy target creature, mana value 2 or less. Pyroclasm, probably for the Badger Mold decks. Vengeful Procession, gain control target creature until end of turn. Untap it, it gains haste, and you may discard a card if you do draw a card. So not only it helps with Monument triggers, but it's also a way we can steal one of those big creatures to finish off the game. The Soul Guide Lantern is a 3 of. Still a very solid addition in this format because Izzet Lessons and Superior Cavero Man or Superior Spider-Man is very prevalent on Magic Arena. We have 2 Case of the Crimson Pulse. In this case, enters, discard a card, then draw 2 cards. If you have no cards in hand, you could solve it, and then at the beginning of your upkeep, discard your hand, then you draw 2 cards. So like a super grindy game, this card will come in, say, against like controls, and it's a way we can try to get some card advantage back in our favor. The rest of the 4 playset of Sunspine Links is in the sideboard. That greedy mana base, they try to gain life. This is a great way to just shut that down. So that's the deck today. Let's see why this deck got 12th place at the Pro Tour, and I'm excited for a Monument Endurance deck that is not Izzet. What goes first? We have Moonshadow on turn 1, Inti on turn 2. We can try it. Play Forest. We draw Flail. So our Moonshadow is good enough to get in, it looks like. Hollow Siege. Ooh. Mako. I don't think Mako is what we want, so let's Inti here. Go to combat, trigger Inti, and we can throw away Bloodghast first. We're not going to play it anytime soon. Trigger, pump up that Moonshadow, baby. Fortunately, it's our land, but it's macking for 3. What up, Roids? Hollow Siege into Earthbender Ascension. That will eventually be a problem. Because they just have like great card advantage. We did not find a land, but we can Mako here, Flail, equip Flail by discarding Phoenix. Put it on you. Trigger Inti, trigger Mako. There's a land as well. That's great because now we get Bloodghast back, and then we go to combat. Flame Wake Phoenix comes back. Big combo. Throw away the other Phoenix. Trigger. Let's make Inti bigger. What a wild turn 3. Hit for 12? Let's go. Wow, you don't even need Monument. That was sick. Holy crap. Vengeful Procession might be good here if they're playing like Hydra. Pyroclasm might be okay as well if they're playing like they're probably playing Badger Mold, right? So Pyroclasm can come in. We can have a couple of Hexes, take out a Goblin, take out a Phoenix, take out a Lynx, and keep our curve low. We have Moonshadow, we have Elf. Might be okay. Let's keep it. No turn 1 by my opponent again. That's good. Fortunately, we do a 4th land. So let's play this Moonshadow and pass. Mosswood Dread Knight. Well, that doesn't block me very well. We drew Netherland, okay. Well, let's Elf here. We can just swing for 1 for now. We can hold up Indestructible here. Something pen rare, yeah. So they're ramping. Just throw this away now. It makes Moonshadow bigger. And there's a Mako. So what? If we toss red here, throw away the land, throw Moonshadow, tap this, Pyroclast on the board, swing in for 3. Do I want to play Mako? I think I want to play Mako. Just have more pressure on the board. How many Badge Roll decks from the top 8? Only 2. And they lost in the quarterfinals. So Mosswood, lose a life, draw a card. That seems okay for us. Terrasa's great, right? Terrasa's great because we can pitch a card, throw everything on the board, and swing out. Fortunately, we didn't get a land drop to bring back our Phoenix, but they take a bunch of damage, go to 6. Moonshadow gets bigger, and we can pass. We can throw away Phoenix now to this Iron Shield to at least protect it from a Wrath. Feeling pretty good where we are. I feel really good where we are. What a great game. Shows this power of this deck. I am not surprised how this got 12th place. I get to play first. Good hand. Moonshadow into Bloodghast. We can try it. Like, if we draw lands, this seems pretty good. Keep it. Let's our Blazemire, Moonshadow, and pass. Yeah, Arena ladder just reset. So we're back on the grind of Mythic. Hired Claw. Ooh. There's another land. That seems fine. Let's attack for 1, play our Bloodghast, and pass. Bloodghast only has haste if opponent has 10 or less life. Might be Boros Burn with a second Inspiring Advantage. There goes Moonshadow. And they're getting in with Higher Claw for 2. Makes sense. Now we just need to find a discard outlet for all these monuments. Another land is not good, but let's throw a monument down. Swing Bloodghast because it can't block. At least we can Lynx next turn and ping ourselves. Seems really good against the Lightning Helix dot deck, right? Take 3. Looking for a discard outlet, please. Bitter Triumph is a discard outlet. We can pitch Lynx on Monument. Or do I want to have Lynx as a blocker? This is a hard choice. You could play this to have a blocker, but I want to get double Monument down. Well, let's play our land. Let's discard a card to kill Slick Shot. It's going to be a problem, so let's just kill it now. Get rid of Sphinx. Draw a card. Through another land. That is not the best. I was hoping to get better than a land there, but at least we have more discard fodder if we get more discard antics. We won't miss our land drops this turn or this game, but this Higher Claw is going to be a problem. We're at 12. They don't pump it up. That seems like a mistake. There's a Moonshadow. So let's go to combat. We're out of Bloodghast. Play our Monument here, and I think I want to hold on to this Blazemire Verge. Like, I can play Moonshadow, but it does nothing here. Granted, in this matchup, it's a burn deck. If they burn Moonshadow and not my face, that seems okay. Boros trying to my face. I'm at 8. Boros trying to face. I'm at 4. We might have just didn't get off the ground. Oh, okay. I cannot beat 3 Boros Charms. Let's go to the sideboard. Hex seems great here. Take out a Phoenix, let's take out a Sphinx, and a Goblin, and ship it back. I'll go first this time. We have Hex, we have Elf. Let's try it. So let's play our tap, or fortunately this 1 tap land in the deck. I want to play that first so we can do something on the next turn. There's a Hired Claw. There's another land. So I think I want to play this on red tapped and pass holding up Hex. Hoping that they pump into Hired Claw and then we can kill it with Hex and they waste their turn. But my opponent is probably a professional Boros Burn player. So it's not likely. Let's find out. Gonna get in there. I take one. No blocks. And they activated our trap card. Goodbye, Hired Claw. Get in there. So their turn is off. We drew another land, so I think I just want to slam our Phoenix because it has haste. And swing for 2 and pass. 3 Iron Shield Elves is quite interesting. Sacred Foundry. Oh, I would love a way to pump up our Iron Shield Elves. Monument to Endurance is sick. Let's just attack with our Phoenix. I think I want to play an elf. And do I need to play more than one elf? Because if they Pyroclasm, I can only save one of them. I don't think that's worth it to me. Play this on black. And pass. Because I want to have more discard outlets for this monument to get more advantage. Another land. So I assume they have a bunch of burn in their hand, or they have a way to get rid of monument. Oh, there's another one. Let's play monument. I'm playing this before combat, so if I have to do anything, I could have the trigger to discard with Iron Shield Elf, but it looks like nothing. So let's just pass. Boros Jar in my face. That's fine. I'm at 15. The race is on. Ember Heart Challenger, yeah. They could have Shelter by Ghost here, and that could be really bad. No, just this village showing Slick Shot, so they won't get that this turn. Are they dead? Because I have double monument? I have triple monument now, alright. So go to combat, swing for a bunch, and Iron Shield, discard Iron Shield. Trigger, trigger. Off to game 3. Opponent goes first. We want this? We haven't had 2 flails yet. We can try it? They play turn 1. It looks really bad because we don't have an answer. But we can play a Verge into flail at least. And pass. We don't need 2 flails, right? I guess the flails, if we put it on a creature, they can make things super, super big. They just pump up Burnout. That seems okay for us. 2 drop. Another land is not good enough. Can we equip onto something? No, we don't have a target. So we can just play the Verge, play the Bloodghast. Do I want to equip the Bloodghast is the question, because next turn I'm going to play Terza and discard 2 cards. Not yet. Not yet. It's getting in for 1. We can't block because that's Menace. They are at start your engines 3, which is a problem. Do another land? Gross. So let's play our stuff. Play a Terza. Discard 2 lands. Kind of want to keep the vents because it could be something later. Make Terza bigger. Throwing away... Actually, next turn we can go 1, 2, 3. Throw away Flail. They have burn for Terza rather than our face. That seems fine. Let's just get in for 2. And pass. Play a mountain. 4 cards left in hand. What do you got? Show me. They're just pumping up the burnout? Keeping 2 mana up. So that now has double strike, which is a problem. 2 burnouts is a problem. So let's Mako here. Moonshadow. Discard. Let's make Bloodghast bigger. Throw away the vents. Get some triggers. And now Bloodghast can attack in. If you want to block, you can. That's no. Alright, so now we can equip on Moonshadow, throwing away Flail, making Moonshadow bigger. And now Moonshadow is at a lightning strike range. And let's pass. There's another land. They are double swinging. So if we double block, they can kill Mako, but not Moonshadow. We need to double block because our life total is under pressure. There's 1 pump. There's 2 pumps. And their turn is kind of over, right? They can kill one or the other. They keep Moonshadow alive? That seems like a good thing for us. Now we just race? We don't need the starting town? Get you to 6 and pass? They can pump their burnout and hit us for 6. 8 now if they triple pump. Slick shot. If they attack with slick shot, we have Moon Shadow just lethal on board, right? We could die here to the slick shot. That's pretty scary. Boros Charm to the face. 3, 4, 7. We go to 2. Oh my gosh, we stole this game. Swing out. Let's go! Let's go! This deck is sweet, guys. My opponent goes first. We have turn 1 Moon Shadow. We have Bloodthorn for Bloodghast value. Let's keep it. Turn 1 Cottage. Well, we drew a Blood Crypt. That's not the worst, so let's just get our Moon Shadow down. And probably Blood Crypt. Oh, there's another Starting Town, so we need to play Starting Town first. So let's Bloodthorn fail first. Put this on Moon Shadow, discarding Bloodghast. Off you go, buddy. Make you bigger, play a land, get Bloodghast back. Oh, going for 4, pass? That's a great turn 2. Blue, Sultai. Oh, you Cavero. You're no fun. We draw links. But what do we want to do here? If we play Monument, then we can start getting stuff going with Flail. I kind of like that. This is the way we win this game at this point. So let's play Monument. Bloodthorn on Bloodghast to make it bigger. They don't really gain life in that deck, right? So let's throw away Sunspine, draw a card. Another land is not the best. I want to keep these cards because we're going to throw them away to Terza next turn. Let's attack for 4. Get him to 12 and pass. They do have no graveyard to go with this Awaken. Going Shared Root to the Awaken, so are you just like Sultai midrange? Bloom Lake into Ice Steel Explorer. Okay, so Sultai midrange it is. Get some Ice Steel value. More Ice Steel value. We could go off this next turn. At least Terza gets to throw away these lands, and then we get Monument triggers. We are very close to killing our opponent. There's another Monument. So let's equip the Bloodghast on you. Discarding a land to draw 2. Draw 2 cards here. There's another Monument. What can we do? Let's attack first. Let's attack. My opponent want to block. They do. So at least Ice Steel's off the board. We can play this Blood Crypt tapped. Bring back Bloodghast. Flail can go back on Bloodghast, throwing away Monument. Trigger. I think I want to drain them and pass. Because now next turn, we can just kill them with double Monument triggers, either way with Terza or Iron Shield. Like, we have a lot of ways to deal with it. And it looks like they don't have a Cavero. And even if they play a Dragon to kill one of our Monuments, we're still okay. If they Wrath here, Esper Origins is not it. They could gain life with Esper Origins twice, and then they're at 9. So reason maybe to keep this other Monument. Yep, they're gonna do that play and go up to 10. Oh, Formidable Speaker. That seems like a worse play. Formidable Speaker pitching Deadly Cover-Up. So they are just like Sultai midrange deck. They got a Wistfulness, so good to know for the next game. Like, we just had lethal, right? So we Iron Shield Elf here. Iron Shield Elf pitching, Terza, trigger Monument twice. And then on their upkeep, no attacks, pass. On their upkeep, we ditch our Mako, and then drain them again. Drain, and drain. And on the game too. That was pretty sick. So they do have life gain, so I like links here. Wistfulness is going to be awkward, but Hex doesn't do anything. So I do want to bring in Soul Guide Lantern against Phoenix is probably not it. Let's take out a Bloodghast. Let's take out a Goblin. It seems nice, but let's take out Mako. 1 Terza and 1 Monument and 1 Flail. Let's do it like that. No, I can't keep this. Ooh, I can keep that though. We can throw away a Lynx here. I'd like to keep a Lynx, but this is just better. The rest tanks our Soul Guide Lantern. Is what it is. We drew another one. Haha! Blood Crypt here and play our Moonshadow. Next turn, we can also just cycle Mako to make Moonshadow bigger to draw a card. Interesting they brought Duress against us, but we are worried of Wrath, right? So let's just attack for 1 before I do anything else. Starting town, Mako. And then I want a Soul Guide Lantern to get stuff out of their graveyard. Just to keep them off either Ice Till or keep them off the Collect Evidence. Trade Roots, yep. So we need to draw something good here. Monument is really good. We just play it and swing out. If they have Wistfulness, that is the worst case scenario because now we can't trigger Monument just yet. There's a Wistfulness. Question, do you want to get Soul Guide Lantern or Monument to Endurance? Yeah, so throwing out a raw Monument forces them to have Wistfulness. It is what it is. It's like have it or lose. There's an Overlord. So Overlord triggers, I think I want to get rid of Wistfulness. They can find another one, but I'm gambling that they don't find it, and they whiff. Perfect. Other land is not the answer, so swing for 3 and pass. And they're now in Wrath territory, or they just get Esper Origins back. I really wish we kept that Lynx now. Because now we're just flooding. Lynx turn 4 there would have been sick. Another Overlord. They get Deceit back, which they can play next turn. Seems terrible. We drew another land. Okay. Swing out. You're at 11. Unfortunate set of draws. They decide Esper over Deceit. Seems okay for us. I know I want to keep this Mountain in my hand because we have discard cards. We can do very well here. Triggers, woo. That's not a card. So let's just attack with Moonshadow. Play a Bloodghast. Fortunately, it doesn't have haste because they're not under 10 life, and we just pass. And now I think this is where we start losing the game because they start playing giant elementals, and there's nothing we can do about it. Yep. So here's Deceit. Here goes our Moonshadow. And then there goes a Moonshadow from our hand. But at least it grows our Mako. Joke's on you. Another land and a Formidable Speaker. Formidable Speaker, the best card in Lorwyn. Changed my mind. That pitches a Formidable Speaker. So they can just get a Wistfulness here, and there's nothing we can do. And a box. The time is running out. Another land is not the answer, so on to game 3. We get to go first. We keep this. We have Iron Shield Elf and a Monument. Let's try it. I think I want to play Bloodthorn Flail on turn 1. Let's just get it out there. If they duress us, they can take Soul Guide Lantern, and it is what it is. Table Passage turn 1 is not it. I like his name. It's the Curious Walrus. Finds a forest. Okay. Drew another land, so let's put this on red. Play our Iron Shield Elf and pass. No reason to discard yet. If we draw another land, then we can pitch the land after we play Monument. E9 Curator. Seems sick. There's a Bitter Triumph. Play this on red, unfortunately. A2 life. Monument to Endurance. Just go to combat, right? Swing for 3. Would you like to block? So no. Let's just pass. Really hope they don't have Wistfulness here. Like, Wistfulness is the worst case scenario. They do have double forest. Requiting Hex. Well, we can protect it with Iron Shield Elf. Probably throwing away. I want to keep Inti. Draw a card. Drew another Soul Guide Lantern, okay. And Hex doesn't do anything because this is indestructible. Esper Origins. I am glad we sandbagged the Soul Guide Lantern. So I want to prioritize Soul Guide Lantern to get rid of their Esper Origins here. Well, let's see what my opponent does. There's another Inti. Well, Inti number 1. And we can discard on Elf. Throw away another Inti, that's fine. Draw a card. Inti triggers. Finding a land, that's perfect. And put this on black and combat. Oh, I should have saved it for Bloodghast because we can discard Bloodghast here and then we could play the land drop. That's a mistake. Another land, so we don't care about that. Let's play Soul Guide Lantern, hold the other one to hold Iron Shield Elf. Take their Esper Origins. And let's pass. So they don't have a turn 4, which is really good for us. But yeah, now they get to untap with Kenai, and they get to take our... That was just a punt on my part. We should have a Bloodghast in play. There's Kenai Curator. Kind of want to draw a card. I want to draw a card to get more cards in our hand, and then we can pitch stuff to Monument. Yeah, there's NT. Trigger. Let's draw a card. There's a Moonshadow. Not quite what I want just yet. There's another Lynx. Let's go to combat. Attack. I don't want to throw away Moonshadow. It doesn't do much on this board state. Draw a card here. Another land. There's a Moonshadow. They take a ton. 3, 4, 5, 6. They have enough in graveyard to collect evidence. If I play Lynx and Moonshadow, what happens? Like they Wrath, we still have Iron Shield Elf? Or this way they can't gain life if I play this Lynx, right? Trigger. Play Moonshadow here, and then hold more cards in my hand for Iron Shield Elf? No, that's not right. Let's Soul Guide Lantern. I'm worried about collect evidence. Let's get rid of Formidable Speaker. And pass. Now we have a way to discard Iron Shield Elf, and we can still get card advantage. So here's the turn 5 we talked about. This is the magical turn that makes or breaks this game. They need to have Wistfulness for Monument, or they need to have a Wrath. And either way, I think we are in a good spot. We did overextend by putting Lynx and Moonshadow into play, however, that feels like the right play to me. Like, I need to pressure the board. But there's a Deadly Cover-Up, which they don't have enough for collect evidence, which is really good. Let's throw away this Lynx. Draw a card. And that's, yeah, opponent sees it. I love the interaction of this deck. This is really sweet. On to the next one. Play first. A Moonshadow, Mako. Keep it. Starting down to Moonshadow and pass. Would love to have a discard outlet. Make this hand look really good. Sacred Foundry. Well, play this 2 life and just play a Bloodghast. Holding on to the Mako for cycling for Monument. Lightning Helix. So are you Jeskai controller? Boros Burn yet again. Another land. Swing for 2. Play our Blood Crypt. Play our Monument. And see what my opponent's playing. There's the blue. So it's Jeskai control. There's another crypt. That's terrible. So let's Mako. Draw a card. Another land. Oh man. Swing for 2. Play a Bloodghast. And pass. Our hand is looking terrible. Even if they Wrath, like we just get Bloodghast back. Torch the tower to exile Bloodghast. Yeah, that's embarrassing. Another Bloodghast, so we just get in for 2. Play a land, play around. No more lies. And pass. There's land 5. Chico. To get Torch or Lightning Helix. Torch on Bloodghast, yep. So I have put no pressure under my opponent this game. Really unfortunate draws. Alright. Let's go to game 2. I flooded out really hard there. Soul Guide Lantern because there's Chico. Get some cases in there. Take out a Phoenix. Take out a Bloodghast. Sunspine Winks might be okay because they're going to gain life. I don't want to bring too many of them though. Let's take out a Mako. Take out a Flail. Flame Wake is cute. Let's take out a Monument. Take out a Terza. And go 61 and try it. Play first. Seems a little better. Let's keep it. Let's play our Moonshadow on turn 1 and pass. They play it turn 1 tap land. Okay. There's an Iron Shield Elf. That seems decent here, right? Play this Iron Shield Elf. Get in for 1. Pass the turn. Bunch of lands. Well, let's go to combat. Swing for 4. And pass. Like, they're either keeping up No More Lies, which gets countered no matter what. So there's no point in, like, extending into this board. There's a Lynx. Okay. Let's swing out. And let's play this Lynx, getting that No More Lies out of their hand. Yep, there it is. They're under some pressure now. Even if they Wrath, we still have Iron Shield Elf. Okay, okay. We can untap land, we can play around... Nothing? So they could have a Spell Snare here, right? Let's Monument to Endurance. Is it Spell Pierce? A Null. Okay. Moon Shadow gets bigger. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's not enough. But we can Iron Shield, pitching a Bloodgust. And swing for 6. And pass. They have Shiko here. Shiko does nothing but stock up, which is not the worst. Rest in peace. Yeah, you got it. You're still dead on board. Through another land, so let's go to combat. Present lethal. Get lost. Yeah, that's a get lost. Hit you to 2. Play another elf. We could just, like, crack maps here, right? If we get another land on top. Bitter Triumph doesn't do it. Iron Shield Elf gets pumped up. Flail doesn't do it. And pass the turn. There's a stock up. Iron Shield Elf against a control deck that doesn't have exile effects. Seems really, really good. So they did bring in Rest in Peace. Well, we can take another Phoenix out. Bring a Mako in just to have that pressure. And try it again. And seems fine. Let's keep it. There's a Bloodgast, so we can just Moon Shadow and pass. Next turn, I think I'm okay with throwing out Bloodgast into No More Lies since we have 2 of them. Like, what are you gonna, like, what can we do about it? Let's just attack for 1. Play our land. Play the Blood Crypt. Play Bloodgast. It's gonna get No More Lies. I'd rather have this get No More Lies than Inti. Because Inti's gonna get more for card advantage this game. If he lives. Oh, let's see if he lives. Does. Let's go to combat. They could have Lightning Helix here or Get Lost. There's a Get Lost. Alright. Let's play our Verge and let's get Soul Guide Lantern going. They could annul this, but this way we can get rid of Get Lost, and if they play Shiko, we don't have to worry about it. Okay, okay. So now they are shields down at least, except annul, which they did show us. Land was a terrible draw. Let's go to combat. Swing with Inti. Throw away Bloodgast. Get some good triggers. There's a Monument. Well, let's play our land. Bloodgast back. Play the Monument. I hope he doesn't have a null. They always do. You got me. And we can crack map on Inti, I guess. Going Terza. Terza seems good. Let's pass. They could slam Shiko here, but at least we have Soul Guide Lantern. Rest in peace. Yeah, that resolves. There's the Terza they know about. Let's play Terza. Even if we play the land, it doesn't get around No More Lies. But Terza can bitch both of these cards. And we draw 2. Another land? Gross. Alright, let's go to combat. Anti-triggers. Throwing away another land. Give a counter to the Bloodgast. Spread out the love. Tidebinder, okay. So Inti gets shut down. But everything trades with the Tidebinder. Play the Starting Town. And play the Flail. Because they're tapped out. And let's pass. Next turn we can sack Soul Guide Lantern at least. Force the Tower and Bloodgast. You got me. Thundering Falls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 6 lands. They're 1 short of Rev. They could still be playing Rev with Shiko. Well, we drew another Inti, so let's draw Soul Guide Lantern. There's a Sphinx. Perfect. So let's attack with NT. Get lost. It's unfortunate, but we can play this Lynx. Do a ton of damage. Ping in the face. And the opponent gives up a little early, but hey, we beat control! Let's go! Alright, we gotta play first. Not with this hand. Seems a little better. Let's throw away Passage. Let's play our Verge on Moonshadow and pay us. Swamp. Don't kill my Moonshadow. Intimidation Tactics. That's rough. It takes Terza. And now our hand is just terrible because we mulliganed. Flail is not bad though. We could play our Flail, equip it to Moonshadow, throwing away Starting Town, swing for 4. And now our hand is very anemic, unfortunately. Esper Origins, okay. Main board, Intimidation Tactics. So are you like Golgari Rock or are you Sultai like we played against earlier? All important questions. There's another Moonshadow. Swing for 4. I guess we can play the Mountain because if we draw a land next turn, we can activate this this Restless Fence and we get to loot. Wistfulness. To get rid of Bloodthorn Veil and it gets exiled. That's the worst. Bitter Triumph, you're a little late. Swing for 3. Pass. Veil land, that's not bad. So it looks like it's Sultai mid-range again. I wonder if it's the scam version or not. Disruptive Stormbrood. You got me. You're down to 1 little Moonshadow left. Flamewake Phoenix is not the worst. At least it's pressure. And we can swing for 4. Pass the turn. We have Bitter Triumph if they play like a big giant creature. The end on Flamewake Phoenix. Oh, buddy. Woo! You got me. There's an NT? Oh, goodness. That's NT is really good. Let's throw away Bitter Triumph. Trigger. Make Moonshadow bigger. There's a Flail. Play the Flail. And now we're trying to dodge Wrath. Like, they can Wrath collect evidence, and we're in trouble. This is the turn. That's not it. Alright. Go to combat. Anti-triggers. Tidebinder. It's fine. So they go to 1. And let's play another Moonshadow. And pass. So they were dead if I put Flail on something. But that's it. Esper Origins, that is not enough. Like, they're at 3 life, but Moonshadows have Menace, which is huge deal in this format. So Lynx comes in. We can take out 1 Flail, 1 Monument. Pyroclasm does nothing, Case does nothing. I want to bring in Soul Guide Lantern again. Let's take out a couple Phoenixes. And shove it back. One goes first. We can keep this. Sure. Blood Crypt is not the best draw, so we play it tapped and pass. Blooming Marsh. Into Overlord, okay. We definitely need to see our sideboard stuff. Bringer the Last Gifts. That's not what you were game 1. We drew another land. That's rough. So let's Iron Shield Elf here. And pass. Candy Trail. Interesting version of Superior Spider-Man. Because they have like Lumbering Whirlwagon. Hostile Investigator. This enters target opponent discards card. When 1 or more players discard 1 or more cards, investigate. That seems really good against us, because we're trying to discard a lot. Opponent, do you pass? Yep. So end step, we're just going to Iron Shield Elf, throw away Bloodghast. Then we're going to do it again to another Bloodghast. Another land. Alright, let's combat for 3. Getcha. And play a Starting Town, bring back both our Bloodghast. Candy Trail will gain some life. The downside to this is if they get Bringer Last on this turn. But there's Hostile Bro. Throw away Starting Town. It's fine. So how do we get through Hostile Investigator? Well, let's go to combat. Blocking our blood gas. That seems fine. Because we can play a land and bring blood gas back, and then we can links here, shoot people in the face, and pass the turn. So links is really good here because they have stuff like Candy Trail. They hostile, yeah. So they had to get it because it was preventing them from gaining life, like with Candy Trail and stuff. So it seems okay. Pen has one turn to come off. Inti is really good. Oh goodness. Hello, Inti. Go to combat. Swing out. Inti is going to put a counter on Bloodghast. Trigger. Hostile Taker, you can investigate. That's fine with me. You want to Hex Bitter Triumph on a Bloodghast? That seems good for me. Another land, unfortunately. I was hoping to get some action off this. But you can block your Bloodghast all day. I play a land. Bloodghast get to come back. Trigger. And let's pass. Awaken the Honor Dread. That's bad. Because there goes Inti. Goodbye, Inti. And now Overlord is off in pen. That's like the worst case scenario, right? Let's just play another Iron Shield Elf and pass. Pitching the... Well, never mind. We haven't had removal this game. So this Overlord is going to get something back. Probably Wistfulness. That's really bad for us. They don't have a land, though, so sacking a Krulu is a good sign. Strategic Betrayal. You can take my elf. I only have one discard outlet, so you can take the elf. That's fine. Removal. Tersa is not bad at all. Throw away Passage. There's a Moonshadow. If we attack, they block, and block, they take 5. I think that's worth it. I have to push because this game is going to be over really quick. Now there goes our Iron Shield discard button, and also Hostile Investigators off the board. I mean, it did its job. It has a ton of clues. They can get it back with Awaken of the Honor Dread. We have to push damage, right? If we don't push damage, we lose this game. Wistfulness. That makes sense. It's a big blocker. But now we're just kind of out of gas, right? Especially Wistfulness throwing away land. That's really good. If we play Tersa, we can't. We just have to pass, sadly. We have to pass. Play Tersa, but we need to get value, right? Also, this way we hold Iron Shield Elf. If you attack with Overlord, they're attacking with both. There's a Kavero. No blocks. Into Kavero. That's a problem, right? Because Kavero, it gets... Yeah, you got it. And then they get another Kavero off the top. You know, we have sideboard hate for Kavero. We just didn't draw it. But let's throw away Tersa. Land drop is not what we need. Literally, we needed removal for Overlord, and I think the game would have been over. But now they drew... Dragon? Yeah. On the game 3. Let's see if we can find our sideboard cards. I'll go first. I can't keep this. I can't. Sure, I can't keep that. Can't keep that. Let's throw away 2 lands. Play Moonshadow turn 1 and pass. They play Marsh into Candy Trail. Drew another Mako. What do I just play Makos? Let's just play Makos. And then next turn we can flail, make something big, hopefully. This is our best shot. Dredger's Insight. We played Day of the Black Sun. Glad that's in the graveyard at least. There's a land. Land doesn't do it here. So let's discard a card, make Moonshadow bigger. Make all of you bigger. Swing, they're at 11. Next turn, if we draw a permanent to discard... I spoke too soon. So there's Awaken. Pay 2 life here. Swing in. They're at 5. Their graveyard is not big enough. There's a Wistfulness and Raven Eagle, so what do you got? Another Awaken? Is that enough? We need to draw a way to discard. We draw a way to discard, we win the game. No. Alright, we go to 1, friendo. Give a way to gain life. If we draw land, this Lynx will kill them. We drew an Esper Origins, Rose. So they can gain 2 life and go to 3. If they like to tap out here. And mill 2 Caveros. Are you going to Esper Origins or use that Cabin of Souls to do something? They could get Wistfulness back with Cavero if they have it. Or just Deadly Cover-Up? Yeah, that works too. So untap land wins the game. Untap lands wins the game. Channel, please give me your energy. YouTube, hope and prayer. 30. Ow. Oh my goodness. We did it. The top deck gods are in my favor today. Let's go. That was sweet. On to the next one. That was sweet. Opponent goes first. We have Moon Shadow. And turn 3 Tersa can do something. Let's try it. There's an island. Sleight of hand. Uh-oh. So this might be the Izzet Spellementals deck. Finding a flail off the top would be amazing right now. That's a land. At least we land for Tersa. Let's Moon Shadow and pass. Sleight of hand, yep. So we're looking at the Spellemental deck, which was the breakout deck of the tournament. I think the team that played the Spellemental deck had the highest win rate. First lightning, you got it. Man down. So this can be on red and just play our Mako. And then next turn we can play Tersa, throwing away Bloodghast and Phoenix. Winter Night Stories. So they have 3, 4, 5 spells in their graveyard. Through another Mako. So let's just play Tersa. Bring away the 2 cards we talked about. And swing for 6. And pass. Fortunately, they're not at 10 for these Bloodghast to get value. There's an Ompt. So now we are in crab territory. For cheap, right? There's a land, so let's go to combat and see if they want to crab us. There he is. So let's Moon Shadow. Bloodghast is fine. We can play the other Bloodghast. And we can jump her. Like, they need Sunderflock or bust. They need Sunderflock or bust. Show it to me. You have 3 cards left. Winter Night Stories means they're digging for it. Throwing away Spell Snare and Bounce Off. That's good to know that they have that. You have Sunderflock. There's Omp. They're looking for it. To the bottom, that's not it. Did you find it? First Lightning on our Mako. Yeah, you got it. Makes Moon Shadow bigger. What, we just go to combat? There's a second crab. Yeah, you got it. And I think I'm going to hold on to this land and this Tersa for next turn. Glacial Dragon Hunt. You may discard a card. When you discard an online card, it does 3 damage to target creature. So they can kill Mako or Moon Shadow. Or they just draw a card. Winter Night Stories, they're still digging. They're almost halfway through their deck. There has to be a Sunderflock sometime. 2 cards remain. No? Okay. Did you find another crab? There's another crab. What is your last card? Into the Floodmaw. Alright. Let's get in there. Then let's Moon Shadow. And let's Moonshadow. Still holding on to this passage for next turn, because like Bloodghast can come back, it still has haste. So they can Harmonize to draw another card. Even if they draw Sunderflock and swing out, I can still kill them, right? Well, they just tap out for Glacial. What do you want to kill? Mako? Makes sense. Makes our Moonshadows bigger. There's a land. So if we play land, Bloodghast comes back. We have another Terza. Trigger. And on to game 2. So our Graveyard Hate has to come in here. Soulguide Lantern has to come in here. This is a grindy matchup for sure. Do I want Vengeful Procession? Kind of take one of their big cards? That might be cute. They got a Phoenix. They got a Flail. They don't gain life, do they? So I don't need links. They have a lot of basics, so we don't need that. Bloodghast seems... Iron seems fine. Mako seems fine. The Goblin to draw cards because his card advantage matchup seems fine. Take out a Monument and 61 special. We cannot keep this though. This looks a lot better. I think I want to throw away a Moonshadow because we have double of that. Light a hand, okay. Soulguide Lantern is going to do wonders. They didn't see our Endurance in game 1, so they probably didn't bring in Annulls. Flail is really good. So let's just play our Moonshadow and pass. Bellion. Sweet. So let's Bloodthorn here. Bloodthorn on Moonshadow, discarding Bloodghast. Pump up Moonshadow. They could have a bounce spell here. Yep. So let's Blood Crypt. Bring back the Bloodghast. Play our Moonshadow and pass. Light a hand, yep. Makes the Parched bigger. So they have 2, now 3 spells. We should look at playing Soulguide Lantern very soon. We found a red source, unfortunately. What do you got? I am not blocking. No blocks. There's another Bloodghast? Sweet. So let's Flail here. Discard to pump up Moonshadow, throwing away another Bloodghast. I'm okay going to combat here. And I want to prioritize Soulguide Lantern to get rid of their graveyard. Rid of Into the Flood Maw. And then I guess now we can play Mako. I know we missed 1 point, but like if they have Essence Scatter, there's nothing we can do about it anyways. Or get out. Yeah, so if I would have played Mako first, then it would have been 1 more damage with Moonshadow. So I missed out on 1 point of damage. Earth Elemental. They really had enough for that. Okay. Seems sick. Bellion's getting in. Let's just get in with Moonshadow. And let's play an Iron Shield Elf holding up this mountain. And while we're at it, I want to get rid of this graveyard. They already got 1 elemental out for cheap. I did miss 1 point of damage there, but I thought about it halfway through the turn, so I should probably think about it earlier in the turn. There's a Sunderflock. Hey, they get a Sunderflock this time. Look at that. Now, our Moonshadow is an elemental, by the way. There's not. So we are a little punished by not thinking about Hearth Elemental. I was thinking about Crab. Because if this Elemental wasn't down, then we could have killed them, but... There's a Verge. So we can get back Bloodghast. I think I want to play Iron Shield Elf. Let's get in there. Kill Sunderflock. Best we can do. And then Flail on Elf, discarding Bloodghast. And let's pass. Now this Iron Shield Elf can block pretty much anything. It can't block another Sunderflock, so that's what we're trying to dodge here. They cannot crab us because they have only 1 spell in graveyard. Internight Stories, yep. That resolves. The worst case scenario, they have bounce for Iron Shield Elf, and then we are pretty close to dead. Unfortunately, double Bloodghast with Bloodthorn Flail is not 7 damage, it's only 6. Another Hearth Elemental, yeah, you got it. They're attacking here. I will block and pitch my card to kill Bellion. I think that's really good for us. Get that annoying thing off the board. Alright, let's go to combat. Attack with the elf. Let's pitch a land and kill one of the elementals. We got to get through these elementals somehow, right? And let's pass the turn. Unfortunately, that land would have been perfect for Bloodghast in the graveyard to come back. Yeah, because now Burst Lightning gets to deal with it. They have 1 card left, which is a good sign. They can Winter Night Stories Harmonize and then refill their hand. Pitching 2 lands. Oof. They can play another Hearth Elemental and that would be bad. Winter Night Stories. Phoenix is kind of cute. It's damage, right? Let's swing in for damage. Get you to 3. Unfortunately, Flail is discard a card or pay 3, so we can equip it next turn. Pyroclasm is not it. So land drop off the top, please. Thunderflock, yeah, you got it. What wins here? Moonshadow does not win. Alright, on to game 3. That was close. That Thunderflock was pretty good. Gonna be on the play this time. With a really good hand, let's keep it. We get a Moonshadow into Flamewake Phoenix. We get to do the dream. I like it. So let's Verge into Moonshadow. And hope Moonshadow lives. If it lives, we're on easy street. If not, then I'm just crying like a child. Ooh, they killed it. There's our possession. So let's Mako. And Flail here. Flail to on Phoenix. And now this gets out of the way of Burst Lightning. Land drop, what do you got? Soul Guide Lantern. Bro, no. There goes Phoenix. That's definitely a feels bad moment. There's a monument. Alright. Let's get him with Mako. And play a Goblin. And let's pass. They did not tempo us there, which is fine. Dragon Hunt is a problem, though. Because now they get to kill Mako. If only we could grow Mako there, we would be on easy street, but they just had the right answers, right? I think I just have to get him for 2. And just hard cast, Bloodghast. I was thinking of throwing it away to Flail, but then they can just sack to Soul Guide Lantern, because I don't have a land, and they would get priority. Not really worth it yet. Into a Pyroclasm, yep. I would like to draw land, so I have a good opportunity to get back in this game. Because there goes our graveyard. Oh, there's Bloodghast. And let's pass. I get a land drop. Yes, but it comes into play tapped. So I should have attacked first. Because then they can kill it. And then I could play a land. Because now I gave them free information. They took 2 though, which is a good sign. They Burst Lightning? Okay. So their hand is just pure gas because they keep missing land drops, but so do I. Alright, play Mountain here. Get Bloodghast back. Play this Monument. Flail on Bloodghast. Monument draws a card. And swing for 4. Oh, no, wait, they're at 12 life. Uh-oh. Earth Elemental. You got me. Let's Moonshadow here. Flail on you. Draw a card. Another land. Pass. I guess I could have also... It's at 3, though? Thunderflock. Well, that doesn't bounce Moonshadow, we learned, so... Kind of rough. Missed a land drop for a couple turns is not helpful. So let's... Flail, discarding... Bloodghast, Monument trigger, Draw a card. Moonshadow, discard. A starting town, it does nothing. Trigger. You lose 3 life. I think I want to combat here. If they double block, then we get to blow them out. So Bitter Triumph. Discard a card. Actually, no, I don't need to discard, right? I can just Bitter Triumph, pay 3 life. Kill the bigger one. Now they have no board state. And I'm going to hold on to this Blood Crypt for next turn. They're digging. So they don't have double blue for Crab now. There's double blue for Crab. Terrace is a really good top deck, right? So let's Terrace here. Discarding Blood Crypt. So there's Eddie Merc Crab. Tapping things down, you got it. The Blood Crypt. Discard. Trigger. Draw another card. Land. Bloodghast back. And then Soul Guide Lantern to nuke their graveyard. Just so they don't have another Eddie Merc Crab. And they lose their Harmonized card. Alright. Bellion as a blocker. Doesn't really block well here, does it? It does not. Well, we both got screwed. Like, Banda screwed there, but that was a heck of a game. And now we are out of Platinum Hell. This deck is sick. Quick wrap up for you. We lost against the Mirror. We didn't draw too well in Game 1, Game 2. We unfortunately played the Mulligan game, and this deck has really good pressure and good card advantage. And a lot of reach with Monument to Endurance. I was really impressed in our games, but this list got 12th place at the Pro Tour. This list is sweet. I think this is a really good addition to the format. I don't think its power is way too high. It's definitely a difficult deck, and you need to play a lot to get used to. Maybe add a couple Duresses to the sideboard, because the Magic Arena format is a little different than the Pro Tour, because the Pro Tour is all about hating on Badgermole, and there's way more than Badgermole on Arena. That being said, we're almost at 1,000 subs. If you could subscribe, that would be wonderful. And as always, take care, and I'll see you in the next video.